Hey friends, Barkey Dog here, back with another quick yap movie review. So I went to see this here movie at the theater, and this is just my quick impression of it. Is this movie any good? Was it entertaining? Is it worth putting your hard-earned dollars down on the counter for? Or is it one to be avoided? This time it's Veeran, a new superhero movie from India. What's it about? Well, our hero and his two friends live in this small village in rural India. One day, as they're coming home from school, they pass by an altar to the local god. Our hero gets hit by lightning. He goes into a coma and eventually wakes up to discover he has lightning powers. He stays away from home for 13 years, but eventually comes back to the village and reunites with his two friends. Meanwhile, this evil corporation is setting up a new laser power technology reactor, and they're buying up land to lay down an underground cable to carry the energy. This cable has to be laid down in a particular way, and its path goes straight through the altar to the local god. On top of that, the gadget they're making is highly unstable. Our hero learned some martial arts in his travels and has now figured out how to use his powers. Besides throwing lightning strikes, he can temporarily control minds using electromagnetism. It only lasts about 90 seconds or so. Unfortunately, using his powers takes a toll, so he has to be very careful not to overtax himself. He also has premonitions. He knows something is wrong with this underground cable, and it could mean the destruction of his village and every other village it runs through. Thus, he determines to stop the bad guys by embracing the legend of the local god, a 3rd century warrior called Veeran. Are Veeran's powers really supernatural? Do they come from the god, or are they just a quirk of nature? Will Veeran triumph over the corporate baddies and save the village and its people? So how about it? Is this thing any good? Well, hell yeah! This one's a lot of fun. The CGI lightning is very well done, and the fights are exciting too. The relationship between the three friends is well realized, and the baddies are bad. No psychoanalysis necessary. They're out for money and power, and they simply don't care about people, let alone the ones in this small, poor village standing in their way. And when Veeran shows up in his costume for the first time, it's pretty badass. The fight sequences are great. If Veeran has one flaw, I think it's that the movie is a bit long. It clocks in at 2 hours and 35 minutes plus a 10-minute intermission. It mostly justifies that runtime with actual character development, something pretty rare in American movies today, especially our superhero movies. But it does have a few repetitive moments, and it could have been trimmed down by maybe 15 or 20 minutes to help move things along. This is meant to be mostly an action drama, but they do deftly employ comedy as well as a few dance numbers to leaven things out. I had a good time watching this and like the cast and characters. The effects are just right. Not too much, not too little. They hit the sweet spot to ground Veeran in a realistic world. I don't know if this came from a comic book or not, but I think it's original. Wouldn't mind seeing another installment of Veeran. It's really cool and unexpected, and after all of the oversaturation with crappy Marvel movies and shows in the past few years, it was very refreshing to see a new take on superheroes. So, if the movie happens to show up in your neighborhood, by all means, go ahead and give Veeran a try. You take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.